else. Today I'll be talking about a really old school movie from the early 70s. I think this was done in 1972 if I'm corrected, because I did check IMDb. Just want to be sure. The movie's called Enter the Devil, right? Now, this movie's not like your satanic cult. It's more like a Mexican cult that worship like Aztecs and Incas, like their tradition. But I won't get too personal with tradition, religion, and shit like that. But anyway, the movie is about this police sheriff of the town. He was sent to investigate this missing person report in the town, and the sheriff decided to drive off, and even though he was supposed to be off, he decided to drive off and investigate to find this missing person. And you find out this missing person was murdered by a cult, right? And he meets his friend who lives in the town. He meets this woman that he'd be sleeping around with named Juanita. Yeah. Is there any Mexican women out there that named Juanita? I want to know. Seriously. Anyway, meanwhile, you also got another character, a female writer, who's working on her theory on cults, and she found out that it was like a cult that's probably still active in this area that practice the religion of like sacrificing humans pretty much, of like Aztec cults. And it's not like satanic, but in a way, like I said, I don't want to get too personal, but to me, any religion that sacrifices humans, is like pretty much all satanic anyway. But as the movie develops, characters start dying, from this cult. There was a scene when the sheriff finds out what was going on. He'd been killed. His character been killed off like a little bit like an hour towards this movie, pretty much. And then you get your second character that's going to be more focused, which is the writer, and the sheriff. Not the sheriff. I think the town's mayor realized that hey, it's not safe. I want you to go back where you came from. And of course, the lady decided not to go back. She had to come back and have a friend help her investigate more on the cult. Later on, they're being captured by the cult, and while she was ready to be murdered, she's gonna realize who are like behind the hood. When she finds out who's behind the hood and stuff, who's really doing the sacrificial murder, who's really the leader of the cult. Later, she was saved by the by the mayor of the town with some police officers with M16 rifles that shoot up the cults. So yeah, you actually have a happy ending in this movie. For a movie like this, it's surprising there's a happy ending. You do have a survivor, and usually in movies like this, you don't. But I guess this cult is not a satanic cult. It is an Aztec cult. If it was a satanic cult, none of these survivors will survive because the devil always fucking wins in these type of horror movies. But anyway, Enter the Devil. If you see these cult horror movies, it's not like fast paced. It's pretty slow paced. With the acting, the drama talking with characters, and how they intertwine. And but pretty much I highly enjoyed this movie. It wasn't bad at all. Anyway, peace, guys. See you later.